You got one? You got a thing?
Supergirl. What about Supergirl?
Yeah, I actually was thinking that. What do you reckon?
Because in Man of Steel, we see in the ship that's buried in the ice, like a cryogenic thing-a-majig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone assumes it's...
Yeah, Supergirl or Doomsday or something.
Right.
Or someone or something. Or like, who's that guy?
It's certainly something.
Yeah, is it the Eradicator that takes over?
Could be the Eradicator.
Could be any. Mm-hmm. You could do any version of that as well, because there's a version where she's a white Martian. Is that right?
No, there's the version in the 90s. The Superman edict from DC Comics was he was the last Kryptonian in the universe.
Yeah.
And so they could introduce Superman-like characters, but none of them could be Kryptonian. Okay. So in the 90s comic book, Supergirl was a character called Matrix, and she was like this protoplasm being.
Oh, that's right.
And she took on a Supergirl form, and she could use Superman's powers.
Yeah. And Lex Luthor dated her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red-haired Australian Lex Luthor. The 90s were a fun time, I'll tell you what. Yeah.
She gets like nearly punched to death by Doomsday, doesn't she? Like he just...
Most people did.
Yeah, but he just like splatters her. Like she's like a weird white goo. That's why I thought she was a white Martian.
Okay, right.
Because I remember even reading that now. If you're not caught up on all the 90s comic book lore, it doesn't work as a standalone comic, The Death of Superman. No. There's so many characters. He's got this weird rivalry with Guy Gardner.
That's right.
Like, it's never really... And I don't know where that
Second
stems
string
from.
Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, yeah. You're like, why's that guy got a bowl haircut? Why is he a cool guy with a bowl haircut?
Does he hate Superman because Superman gave him that bowl haircut? Just laser visioned it into him.
Every time he comes out of a salon and he's had his hair fixed, and then Superman just flies out of orbit and lasers a bowl cut on him and flies out again, just as a goof. Like, Superman's the best man in the world, but he just has to get his aggression out somewhere. And he's like, no, this guy could take it. I'll just laser cut him a bowl cut every time. Oh, so anyway, Supergirl.
Yeah.
We strayed there for a second.
We did.
That'd be good. I mean, you could explain her absence by saying...
She was sent after him, but caught in a time rift or whatever.
You could, but I mean, I would be more...
Because that ship is supposed to be 1 million years old or whatever.
Yeah, I would be happy to... Yeah, time rift works. Yeah. But I would say the reason she didn't help out the fight in Metropolis was maybe she was out of the solar system or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know, it's perfectly... For the Superman movies do not have a lot of exploration in them.
No.
Like, they're mostly kind of Earth-based.
Yeah.
They'd be like... She could be like, look... I've been out in the universe. It's pretty cool out there. Maybe you could do that instead of hanging out on Earth all the time, you know?
You mopey prick.
Yeah.
But it also could be that maybe that pod opened when he opened up the ship.
Yeah,
and she kind of scarpered.
Right, exactly.
Like, it could be any number of things. So, yeah, but that Supergirl movie is total fucking garbage.
It's absolute garbage,
Does she fight a witch or a dragon
it's
or
a witch.
something?
I think it's a witch.
I don't know, but the idea was as well that... You know, the other Superman movies had done well, and it was after Superman 3. But she just turns up on Earth inexplicably.
Yep.
And, you know, takes on this persona. And then it's just nonsense. Jimmy Olsen's in it. It's the same Jimmy Olsen.
Uh-huh.
It's...
And it was a loss as well. It must have been post Superman 3.
Yeah.
Because that's when they were not making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because,
And why they put minimal money into Superman 4 and
totally.
whatever. Yeah.
Hope that happens.
In whatever version you care about or whatever. Sure.
But not the protoplasm one. That's weird.
Definitely that one.
Nope. How about the Crow?
Yeah, I think that is getting a reboot.
That's what I heard. That's what
okay,
I thought
cool.
about that, yeah.
Is the original Crow good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I say that now.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in a very long time. Probably over 10 years.
Yep.
But yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, were you happy with the Crow 2 City of Angels?
No, but I really like the Crow Wicked Prayer.
Was that with Edward Furlong?
That was with Edward Furlong, yes. Yes, it was.
That does not suit him, does it?
Not at all, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see a Crow reboot. Maybe not a remake of the first one. We've seen that character. Like, that does not require a reboot.
Oh, like a continuation you're talking about?
I'd say like a continuation of the mythos, maybe.
Sure.
Like, I don't think that movie stands on its own as a good film.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you remade Raiders of the Lost Ark, people were like, why did you do that? It's a good film on its own.
Yep.
So I think...
But if you did another adventure of Indiana Jones...
People would love it.
Yeah.
It'd be guaranteed great.
Yeah.
Yep. No, but it's not the same because anybody can be the Crow, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, modern day would be good.
Could anybody be the Crow in that movie? Just the Crow happened to go to this guy, and it was like, now you're the Crow. And he's like, yes, finally.
Finally. No, they explain it at the start.
Because I remember in the second one, a musician gets the Crow.
All right.
Becomes the Crow. They're like, now you're the Crow. And he's like, yes.
Well, as long as that sequence is in there and they fully explain it. No, so you have to die at a certain time, and there has to be great injustice and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I think, and then the crow chooses them to return from the grave.
A literal crow? Is it an actual crow?
It's a magic crow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the magic of nature. Could it be gothy? Is my question.
Like, is talking like is being goth gone into self-parody, or people don't see it as a thing anymore?
I think it's gonna. They'd have to, if they made it gothy, they would have to work really hard for people not to just laugh the whole way through.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I think the original gets a pass.
Yeah.
Because that was the style.
Because
at the time.
it was before Queen of the Damned killed being goth.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but I think if they did it now, he would have to spend absolute minimal time in like white face makeup and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Didn't Johnny Depp play the crow in that movie, the cowboy one?
The Lone Ranger.
Yes.
He did not.
He had a crow in his head, he had a white face.
Yeah, he had a bird on his head and a white face. You've got me on a technicality. Yes, he was the crow.
They must have cut that scene where the crow was like, "You're the crow now."
Yeah, he was like, yes. It was called The Lone Ranger, the Crow, City of Angels.
You know what? Also, like emo kind of spun out of goth.
Yes.
Probably made goth and like pop punk kind of
Yeah.
merged together to make emo.
Yeah.
That's probably not true. That's how I see it.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And people would probably make comparisons to that because emo was also got into like self-parody and whatever.
Yeah.
And even goths hate emos because goths are tougher or whatever.
Right,
Or think they're tougher. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Maybe he could just be a hipster.
Yeah.
Like plaid flannel shirt and work boots.
No, you're the crow. Whatever. I got one more because we just mentioned it.
Okay.
Maybe not so much a reboot, but
Yep.
continue it with somebody else. Indiana Jones. Just
Yes.
get someone else in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care whether it's Bradley Cooper or whatever. But
It should definitely be Bradley
yeah,
Cooper.
sure.
Yeah.
But like you make it like a James Bond thing where many people can be Indiana Jones, and then you don't have to set them in the 50s and it's weird and whatever.
Wait a second. Many people can be Indiana Jones.
Not like you earn the mantle and you're like,
And you're like, yes. The hat falls on your head. And you go, yes.
I'm talking like you just swap him out with the other guy,
okay,
and then you don't say anything. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Like just the further adventures. I mean, they do it in video games. There was a game called the
Fate of Atlantis.
I've never played that one. I was
Very excellent.
Tomb of the Emperor, which
Yep.
I played.
Scepter of Kings, was that one?
I think it was Staff of Kings.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but
Close enough.
yeah, whatever.
Close enough for this podcast. Yes, sir.
I mean, and maybe Harrison Ford's got one more left in him. I mean, he doesn't,
No,
but
no,
they probably will do one. But
I don't think he can carry off Indiana Jones anymore. I think
Okay.
that's definitely done.
all right. What if he dyed his hair?
No.
What if they put
Even
a lot
worse.
of makeup on him?
No.
What if they just took him out the back and just put him down
Like a horse.
like a horse?
Yeah, okay, I'm on board with that.
Well, that's what they do when a horse breaks their legs. So they should have done the same,
Same
when
with
he
Indiana
did.
Jones, yeah.
Yeah. Can you think of any other reboot?
They
one?
should have put him behind a sheet
Yep.
and rolled a boulder over the top of him. Just like at the Kentucky Derby, you know what I mean?
Red hot